Grand Theft Auto 6's combat might just be the single biggest leap Rockstar has ever made. And between the 2022 leaks and what this studio already pulled off in their last game, we have a pretty good idea of exactly where it's heading. So let's break down everything we know and everything we're hoping for about guns and combat in GTA 6. We're talking the guns themselves, how they feel to fire, melee, animation, the entire combat sandbox. Start with the single biggest change, and honestly the most controversial one of all. In GTA 5, you had the magic weapon wheel. You could carry a pistol, 2 rifles, a shotgun, a minigun, and a rocket launcher all at once, somehow, in your back pocket. According to the leaks, that is gone. GTA 6 is going full Red Dead, a realistic limited loadout. This was honestly the single most upvoted weapon take on the entire subreddit. Instead of a magic wheel, your weapons live on your body and on your vehicle. Want the rocket launcher? It's in the trunk of your car. Want the rifle? It's slung on your back or stashed on your bike. It turns your car into your personal armory, and it makes you actually plan a loadout before a job instead of being a walking arsenal. Some people hate it, of course, but there will almost certainly be a classic wheel cheat for when you just want to cause total chaos. And honestly, it fits the story. 2 desperate criminals scraping by, Jason and Lucia, are not exactly walking around as one-person armies. And the more you think about it, the more it just fits the grounded, realistic world they're clearly building. And the reason we believe Rockstar can actually pull this off is simple. We have already seen it. Red Dead Redemption 2. Red Dead had hands down the most detailed weapon system ever put in a video game. So let's talk about what is probably coming over. First up, customization. In Red Dead, you'd walk into a gunsmith and completely rebuild a weapon from the ground up. Barrels, sights, grips, engravings, metal finishes, even the wrap on the handle. Every single gun could be made yours. Now imagine that exact system, but with modern firearms, in a Vice City gun shop. Second, weapon degradation. Your guns got dirty. They jammed, you had to oil them and clean them to keep them firing right. It is a tiny thing, but it is exactly the kind of obsessive detail that makes a Rockstar world feel real. Third, the aiming itself. Red Dead's Deadeye let you slow down time and tag your targets one by one. A modern version of that, slowing time to mark 5 guys across a Vice City shootout, would be unbelievable. And the gunplay just felt heavy, weighty. Every shot had real recoil and impact, not the floaty pea shooter feel from 5. There were even little flourishes, spinning a revolver back into the holster, that made you feel like an actual gunslinger. Every animation, holstering, drawing, reloading was painstakingly detailed. You could even loot weapons right off the enemies you dropped. As one top comment put it, Red Dead set the perfect foundation, they just need to build on it. So what are we actually shooting? Data miners have already pulled a full early weapon list from the files. The classics are all back: the trusty pistol, your everyday bread and butter, pump-action shotguns, for when things get close and very personal. The pistol alone will probably come in a half dozen variants, from a snub nose to a full machine pistol. Compact and micro SMGs for spraying down a drive-by along the strip. Assault rifles, the absolute workhorse of every serious shootout. Bolt action and hunting snipers, turning every rooftop in Vice City into your personal perch. And yes, the rocket launcher is confirmed back for when subtlety is no longer on the table. There's even a spear gun for going hunting underwater in the Keys. Plus, a full set of throwables, molotovs, grenades, flashbangs, and smoke. And a proper melee arsenal too: bats, knives, crowbars, even a golf club. Early files even point to weapon variants, so expect multiple flavors of each gun. And it likely won't just be the guns. Expect to manage ammo types too, picking the right rounds for the right job. There's even the heavy stuff teased in the files beyond just the standard launcher, and ammo crafting could return as well, letting you mix special rounds at a workbench for specific jobs. And remember, this is just the early datamined list. The final arsenal will almost certainly be even bigger. Now, how does it actually feel to shoot all this? This is where it gets really interesting. Rockstar added first person to GTA 5, and honestly, a huge number of people played the entire game that way. Expect first person in 6 to be a massive focus, rebuilt from the ground up this time around. It should feel less like dragging a cursor across the screen and more like actually handling a real heavy firearm. Then there's the big free aim versus auto aim debate. Most players want auto aim to stay as the default. But almost everyone agrees the free aim has to feel genuinely satisfying, not the twitchy mess it was in 5. Recoil, bullet penetration, even weapons that handle differently in the pouring rain. With this studio, it could all be on the table. Blind fire, leaning around corners, a refined cover system. All the modern shooter staples should finally be smooth. And we have already seen flashes of the real thing in the trailers. Tense standoffs, robberies at gunpoint, cops swarming a scene with real tactical urgency. That heavily armed SWAT-style raid in the second trailer hints at seriously upgraded police combat. And high-speed chases where the shooting and the driving finally feel like one connected system. Picture a full shootout spilling out of a neon-lit club and into the street. Or a tense gun battle out on a boat in the Keys, with the water and the weather working against you. A botched robbery turning into a desperate running gunfight down a crowded beach. That is the dream. It all points to set pieces that play out less like a video game and more like a full-blown crime movie. Then there's Melee, which the community is absolutely begging Rockstar to completely overhaul. The wish list here is genuinely massive, and Rockstar has shown again and again that they actually read it. Imagine clinches, takedowns, disarms, and pistol whips. Real, brutal hand-to-hand, not the floaty slapping from 5. Picture transitioning seamlessly from a fist fight straight into a gunfight in one fluid motion. A real disarm system where you knock the gun out of an enemy's hand and snatch it up mid-fight would be incredible. Red Dead's hand-to-hand was already a big step up, so the foundation for this is genuinely there. And underpinning every bit of this is animation. Rockstar even filed a patent for a new highly dynamic animation system. That likely means the return of that legendary Euphoria physics, the ragdoll tech that made GTA 4's chaos so iconic. Enemies that stumble, grab their wounds, and react uniquely to exactly where you hit them. No two takedowns the same. It's the difference between a game feeling next-gen and feeling like a prettier version of the last one. It is the difference between shooting a target and dropping an actual person who fights to stay standing. Now, the big disclaimer, a lot of this is built on that 2022 leak, which was a very early unfinished build, so take every single specific with a healthy grain of salt. Things change in development and they change a lot. But the overall direction is clear and it lines up with everything Rockstar has done since. Because here's the thing, combat is the one single area where GTA 5 actually aged the worst. The shooting was fine, but right next to Red Dead 2, it felt a full generation behind. Floaty, weightless, simple. GTA 6 taking Red Dead's weapon depth and dropping it into modern Vice City, that changes absolutely everything. Every gunfight becomes a real decision. What did you bring? Is it clean? Is it loaded? Where is your backup? It rewards planning. Scout the job, pick your loadout carefully, and stash a backup weapon in the car. It turns mindless, brainless rampages into something that actually feels tense and tactical. Get the gunplay right, and every single encounter in the entire game gets better, automatically. And on the flip side, you can still just grab a shotgun and go wild. The choice is finally yours. And think about what all of this does for GTA Online. Weapon loadouts, deep customization, a whole new economy of guns and ammo. Gun running businesses, custom weapon trading, maybe even a proper gunsmith that you actually run yourself. Heists especially could finally feel like the tense, carefully planned operations they were always meant to be. It could turn the entire online weapon meta into something way deeper than 5 ever was. So here's the real question. Can GTA 6's combat finally live up to the studio's own ridiculous standard? Honestly, after Red Dead 2, the foundation is already there. They just have to build on it. Smarter enemies, deadlier weapons, and for once, a world that actually fights back the way it should. Realistic loadouts, deep customization, brutal melee, and gunplay with actual weight, all in one seamless world. Whatever they actually end up shipping, the days of carrying a minigun in your jeans are probably over. And honestly, good. But one thing already feels certain, the combat sandbox in 6 is going to be on a completely different level. So what is the one weapon or combat feature you absolutely need to see in GTA 6? Drop it down in the comments. And until then, watch your loadout, and I'll catch you in Vice City.